I can't believe that people are still wondering what the end goal for these like elite parasites are, and it's called Agenda 2050. And basically in Agenda 2050, they want to corral all of us like sheep into cities. And if you notice that almost all the cities have ring roads around them, so that if you take those roads out or any access to those roads, everyone's stuck in that city. You want to know why? Because that's how you corral animals into like things. And then if you notice, it's almost like a corral where you put people into certain districts. Yeah, welcome to the Hunger Games. Now, if you're wondering how are we going to get there, well, they're going to tell you that certain things are contaminated with either, you know, chemical leaks or attacks or whichever. And then because people won't be able to like afford to keep their lands because the governments are either going to increase taxes so much, change regulations, or what they're doing in Canada with UNDRIP is basically giving it back to the Aborigine, and then they're going to take it away from the Aborigine anyway because they did in the beginning. It's pretty much like a circle, right? But you just need to use one group to take away from another group so that you can take away from everybody else. It's your classic like communistic scam kind of like style, right? And so if they get people fearful enough on climate change and all of this other bullshit, most people will then kind of give up on their own. They'll be like, well, I don't really want to own a house, and I don't really want to own this, and I don't really want to use that. And that way they slowly start to corral all of us into like cities with either policy, push things, or made up like scenarios, and then they will have all of the land. Now, here's the craziest part is if you actually look at Silicon and you look at like Silicon Valley, and you look at some of the technology that they have and all of the satellites, they have pretty much have everything under one roof. If you decide to run into the woods, they will be able to find you unless you're like really good at hiding, right? And so pretty much it's just going to be a giant open air prison where everything is digital and all of your moves are completely 100% recorded at all times, and so are your thoughts, and so is your heartbeat, and so is everything. And so if you remotely try and move out of the cyborg hive mind, you're going to pretty much get canceled, which is why they do cancel culture, so that it kind of gets us used to people just disappearing online, never being seen again, and so that people won't question it. Everything that is happening is pretty much grooming us into that direction. I hope I made sense.